All right, guys. I think I apologize. I guess I wasn't recording for a while. Um, so after I got milled, opponent cast deep freeze on Danatha and Tiana, but I could still keep getting in with this guy. All right, so now it's just game. Dark Bargain's doing two. I didn't even have to use a Goblin Barrage, and I could use it to kick with Short Sword if I really want to. So let's go to sideboarding. So did we see any X ones? I don't think so. Yeah, invoke the divine. We could so we could consider sideboarding in invoke the divine to knock out deep freezes. It's instant speed. It could actually be a 2-for-1. Like let's say, all right, so look at the scenario. We're actually it's a good idea to do it because let's say we're on the defensive, right? So opponent's attacking, and let's say, let's say he throws Tiana, he's attacking with a flyer. We can instant speed remove deep freeze and then block. So that could be good. I'm going to play a Gideon's approach instead of run amok. And for anybody who's against me, putting in run amok in favor of Gideon's approach, this deck so far, you gotta give me that it's working. It's not something that you typically do. On average, Gideon's approach is, of course, like leagues ahead of run amok in most decks and most matchups. But we don't have a typical deck. Our deck is very aggressive, and we just want to trample and get in as much damage as possible before our opponent can cast like Bolus's Clutches, basically. All right, so let's play Memorial. See, now we don't have to play the second Memorial now because we have plenty of lands. We even have another plane. Let's just go Knight. Big upside is we didn't see much bounce from our opponent, which is why I did not take out Dub. So I think it's just better to play Trapper, not attack. Next turn, Short Sword can tap something down. All right, so opponent played Explorer, again, milling just solid cards. It sucks. I'm kind of flooded, and the fact that there's 4 cards, like honestly, it really doesn't matter what your opponent mills, because on average it's going to be like a fair mix of like lands and non-lands. But here it sucks because I have like 4 lands in my hand, 4 on the table, and that leaves me 9 more. So right now my deck has 9 out of 25 lands, which is pretty bad, like by turn 4. So it just so happened that this specific mill ability got me twice in a row. So we're going to attack Explorer, equip Trapper, and attack with Trapper because she can get through Scholar. And then we can re-equip Knight. So let's equip. Attack. Okay. And I will trade Knight for whatever. I don't really feel like I need to keep them. I can start cracking Memorials next turn, which is pretty good because I have 4 lands, and on the one hand, I'm not doing anything, but I'm set for at least 2 more turns because I'm adding bodies to the board, and I'm not going to be down on lands because I can play a land every time. Alright, no attacks. That's good, I guess. Alright, I think the play is just to attack with knight. I need to get these three toughness bodies off the board to let my little guys from Memorials to Glory attack. Alright, so then we don't do anything because we're going to need actually all 5 lands. Yeah, you need to tap the Memorial and then 4 more mana, so let's just pass. Okay. Whatever, then I'll do it right now. Actually, there's no need. I don't need to. I don't need to do it. So looking at our opponent's colors, I'm very afraid of Mulrotha, the Gravetide. We don't have anything that can kill a 6/6, I don't think. So that's something. Oh, Slimefoot, just a Slimefoot. Oh man, yeah, we need to kill that because that can certainly become a problem. Often with 8 mana on the board, Slimefoot just becomes unbeatable. Oh my lord, the misery. The misery continues. So I'm not doing much else. Let's just equip an attack. Mm-hmm. So then just equip one of these guys and pass. So Radiating Lightning is definitely coming in when we sideboard, for sure. Is it her? Oh boy. Ah, just an Urgros. All right, well, he's going to make me discard some lands. But I definitely need a way to deal with him, and Tiana is one. Tiana's a great way of dealing with him. Or Joyra with the short sword. Joyra's familiar. 1, 2, 3, 4. And short sword. Still nothing to be excited about because my opponent is 2 lands away from making making saplings that can essentially kill us on their own with nothing else. Ah, no. All right, this is pretty nasty. So discard a card at random. I guess, yeah, you know, why not? So let's equip both. Ah, it's historic, so it's only. Ah, no, this loses its ability. So let's equip 1, 2, 3. I think I played a land this turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not sure if I did, but I don't want to because if I have no cards in hand, this lets you draw a card. So as long as Urgoros is on the table, I'm incentivized to not play my lands. Yeah, he's just gonna make a 1/1 jump with it, and I take a damage. That's what's gonna keep happening every turn. That's it. And now we're even on life. So I need to kill this guy somehow. It's probably even more important to kill Slimefoot than Urgoros. So like haphazard bombardment, I actually wouldn't mind here because, I mean, with my luck, And it's going to be like Urgros into Slimefoot. And I got a 10% chance of drawing it, so we got two of them. Karn would actually not be good here, I don't think. Okay. Oh man. Um, yeah, we just pass and we don't even bother re-equipping. What do we get? So Urgos. Oh, I'll settle for Slimefoot, that's okay. Because I'll just draw Tiana next. And then I can blank that. All right, I see you have a Karn also. You can have a swamp. All right. So to re-equip, I need 4. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm actually going to attack here. I need to kill Karn, or I need to start taking creatures out. If opponent sets up a double block and I'm not going to use Gideon's Reproach, I need to save it for Urgros. Okay. Fine with the chump. Uh, um, I'm going to equip this guy because I want him attacking next turn. Like I want him defending this turn and attacking next turn, so that makes sense. All right. Crab's also good to kill. Sweet. Okay, so now Knight can trade. But Familiar can just block him, so... oh, wrong mana. So most likely he throws Knight of Malice in front of Soldier. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crack Memorial, end of turn. and then re-equip next turn for an attack. Yeah, with equipment, these stupid one-ones from Memorial to Glory is really good. And in retrospect, I probably should have played another one. So let's see. We're going to have one more mana left. So to be mana efficient, we can just equip Short Sword on Bodyguard, I guess. It makes most sense for him to be attacking since he has the most power. You can have a Scholar. That Snapper is going to be a problem. Man, it's really frustrating. Karn's ridiculous. Where's my Karn? 18 cards. I'm overdue for a Karn. Yeah, opponent didn't have good attacks because I have another Memorial to Glory. Oh, sweet. It's actually pretty good. So let's get in here. Oh no, I didn't equip. Oh god. Ah, it's actually good I didn't equip because I want to play Tiana. This is 3, Tiana's 4. All right, so yeah, so I didn't make a mistake. So let's attack Karn. And this would just be a trade for whatever. Yeah, that's fine. And now let's go Tiana. Ah, no, Tiana still costs 5 because this thing's frozen down. So let's just play Tiana and equip her with Short Sword. And next turn, Karn's just dead. But that Snapper, so what's going to happen is I'm going to race in the air versus Turtle trying to get me on the ground. So with 6 power in the air, it's still a 3-turn clock. Maybe a 2-turn clock if I can somehow sneak in with these soldiers, but my guessing he's going to be trying to get me with the Turtle. So it's going to be like evasion versus jumping, and we'll see who wins. Or you could just have an eviscerate. All right, so now I really need a second haphazard bombardment because I have a feeling he's gonna. Yeah, haphazard bombardment is the only card in the set that can actually deal with a cold snapper because it doesn't have the word target. It has the word choose for none. I didn't understand the rules text on that when I first saw it, but now it kind of makes sense. So yes, let's I guess do jousting lance. Ah, wait a second. He can't even. All I have to do is just equip short sword unfamiliar, and then he cannot attack with turtle. And then we're kind of at a board stall, but I'm drawing to a second bombardment, and my opponent doesn't have attacks. No joke. I think it's reasonable to splash. Oh no! Oh no! Haphazard bombardment is not going to help with that. I take an island, and please don't look at. Oh, it says it. Well, all right. I think there's the only out I have is like I need to draw haphazard bombardment now and have a target card. That would be like absolutely sick, but it's very unlikely. The odds of that are 1 in 14 times 1 in 4. So let's be clear. 1 over 14, 1 over 4, and then inverse is like 56 to 1 odds, basically. So 56 to 1. All right. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh God. Drum roll. Oh my God, they both trigger? That is unbelievable. That is so sick. That is so sick. 56. All right, so it wasn't quite 56 to 1. It was actually, let me recalculate the odds. So basically, it was like 1 in 14 times another zero point 0.5 inverse. So that's 1 in 28, 28 to 1 odds. Oh my lord! My opponent is really at risk of decking himself with 7 cards. He cannot cast Josudas. His best card, well, one of his best cards is probably exiled, and he still has 2 creatures that have. Uh, yeah, you know what? It's crazy. I actually I didn't realize that bombardment would trigger, but it totally makes sense that it does. So in multiples, they get even better, and now it's actually possible that end of next turn, both of those creatures could get popped. Yeah, like if my opponent doesn't block and they're both on the board. All right, so let's go lands. So ridiculous. And we got Cold Water Snapper and Karn. That's what I'm talking about. It literally it only targets the best cards. And I'm not like a paranoid conspiracy theorist or anything. But from a game design perspective, like I can see why Wizards would do that. Right? I mean, if you're like a very kind of attentive player, only takeaway you should get from that is just value haphazard bombardment slightly higher than you normally would, because there's probably still some element of randomness involved. It's just that it increases all it does is it increases. By the way, I didn't even plus Karn. All it does is it increases the probability. I feel like I don't need to plus Karn. Like he needs to develop a board in 4 turns and deal 7 damage to me. And I think I'm just better making 3/3s right now and just try to overrun opponent. Like, do I care about drawing cards or do I want to? Since I'm drawing lands, does it have haste? It does not. All right, give me a 3/3. Oh wait, it's a 4. Ah, this is an artifact as well. Oh my lord, is it? Wait, why is it a 4/4? For each artifact you control, so it's 3 artifacts, and it's a 0/0. Is there another artifact I'm not seeing? Huh? How does it work? For each artifact you control, so it doesn't count Voltaic Servant. 0/0 plus 1 for each artifact. So I have 1, 2, 3 artifacts. In Karn, it doesn't say, it says Legendary Planeswalker. All right, I'm confused. Whatever. Listen, I'll take a 4/4. Oh. All right, so let's just get in there. No need to waste my little 1/1s for an extra point of damage, because now we're just going to have a ridiculous champion with trample. Okay. And let's play champion. Go jousting lance. And go short sword and pass. So 8-6 trample. It's pretty good. All right. So let's see if I have lethal feature. It's too late. Yeah, so he's literally he's crying like it doesn't matter. I guess there's 2 cards left in his deck, so he gets to see the last 2 cards. I don't think he would have helped, right? All right, let's go to game 3. All right, so far we only lost 1 match. It's kind of cool. Of course, like 6-0 drafts are really rare, and you're super stoked when you can get there. But it's also nice when you only lose like 1 game, for example. Right. So if you really want to read like a small step deeper into how good your game is, don't just look at how often you 3-0. Take note of how often you 3-0, where it's like 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, and you're fighting for your life every match. Doesn't mean your deck is good. It just means that it could be even better. And if you're going like 2-1, 2-0, 2-0, that's really good. Or I mean, obviously it's better if you go 2-0, 2-0, 2-1. It makes sense that the deck that you play in the finals is going to be strong enough to win at least 1 game more often than not. And I consider that like just a really good result. All right, let's see what we get. IB chip. 6 trophies, very cool. We can make this work, right? I have 9 planes, and I have, I guess, something to do on turn 2. So I'll keep this. All right. So this is black-green. I'm really concerned about. It's not, but again, it just feels so bad when you get the infestation card. It just feels bad. Like for 1 mana, you lose a 2-drop, and your opponent gets a 1/1. Yeah, like fungal infection. That's what I'm talking about. You know what's coming. Like you're playing somebody in the finals. It's a much higher chance they have it, and they have it in their opening hand, because many decks can just run 2 of these easily, and it's pure value. All right, so I can just run out of lance, and that's it. Next turn, Call of the Cavalry. I think that makes most sense. My drunk neighbors next door are kind of having a birthday party, and they're singing, so I'm going to close the window. All right, so Invoke the Divine is definitely coming in. All right, Surveyor to the rescue, sweet. So let's get a second source of white. And pass. Oh no, play a land and then pass. Yeah. So I guess a historic card is coming, and I take 7. Nope. Okay, good. Uh, okay, I'll bite. Okay, so let's just attack with Surveyor and play Haven Sentry. I have a feeling that's going to be better for race purposes. Black White has Exile, Blessed Light. It has Eviscerate. It's got Vicious Offering. So Champion, to run out Champion now, I think is a bad idea. First of all, I can't both play him and equip this turn. Oh God. Oh God. 9/9 Trample. 9/9 Trample. 9/9 Trample. Very painful. So I need to run. I think I need to run out card here. I'm not attacking with that. I'm keeping everything back, of course. I could just also make a 3/3 with him, or I guess a 4/4. And in that case, would I be able to trade with Traxos of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Not quite. I'm still gonna make a. Is it gonna be a 4/4 again? No, now it's a 3/3. That's so strange. Last time I had 2 artifacts, and this time I have 2 artifacts. I don't know what the hell I'm missing. Was there a Skittering Surveyor and somehow I didn't see it? It's very weird. I mean, one other reason to do that is because if my opponent untaps, he's probably going to just attack Karn anyway, and I'm not going to try to save him. So it's better to get at least some value by getting a 3/3 rather than just losing him outright. Oh, come on. Come on. So opponent is playing Mono Legends, and we're up against 9/9 Tramplers and 11 fives. So should be good. Should be a good matchup. This is a situation where a haphazard bombardment will just not help you. We need to have definitely bless invoke the divine. Is he debating between attacking? All right, so I guess he's debating between attacking me and Karn, and yeah, he decides to attack Karn. I'm just gonna let that happen. Yeah, and at least I have a 3/3. All right, so now I guess the play is champion plus like lands. And that way we can, now we can kill Traxxas and we can hold off Yargle. This becomes a 5/3 first strike. And do we attack with even sentry? Let's think about this. Unfortunately, we do not, because Well, let's think about it. Honestly, I think like we either go for it or we don't. Like, what's the difference? So let's say for example, I don't attack and he has removal for champion. Let's say he eviscerates champion. I can throw everything on Yargle, but I'm still dead from this at some point if he has another historic spell. So if he just attacks with Yargle, I can chump Yargle with Surveyor, and I need to do something. I'm not going to win this game by just kind of sitting back and doing nothing. Like many, I can see many people saying that's really wrong, but again, if he if he doesn't untap Traxxas, then I'm kind of okay, right? Even if he has removal. If he untaps him, it's pretty much game. And it's game. I feel like it's game anyway, regardless of whether I have even Sentry untapped or not. Well, that's yeah. So he gets to bring back a card. Yeah, I would have been screwed either way, but at least I got three points of damage in, and it's like a little consolation prize. It's gonna be very hard to beat this deck, just with what they have. I don't know what I can do. I think I need to take Dub out and put in Invoke the Divine. Gideon's Reproach also seems good. That's about it. Yeah, can't really do much else. Oh man. Oh man. I'm gambling. I'm gambling that I'm not gonna draw lands. That's all I'm doing. Because like the deck that we're up against, we're gonna need a lot of things to go right. And we just to win, I think we need to get lucky. And haphazard bombardment is a type of card that can help us get there. So yeah, no, I can't even attack. God, it's so sad. Memorial. Actually, I will attack, and the reason for that is I have equipment, but by the time bombardment comes down, I want to have targets that are better than Skinwitch. And if opponent's not playing any threads, then I can just crack memorials. So I have stuff to do with my mana. I'm not concerned. Now, of course, I should have saved Knight for Deathbloom Talon, naturally. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Even if I draw another land, I can still crack a memorial and trade with Talon. Make that trade with Cabal Paladin. This, well, this is a bit awkward because if I crack a land, I cannot go haphazard bombardment next turn. I still think it's important to minimize how much damage I'm taking here. And we want to wait to get like really good targets for haphazard bombardment, like Yargle, Arvad, whatever. Of course, if he drops Yargle now, I might regret cracking Memorial, but I feel like we're still behind. We don't really have a choice. I think we have to do it. Fungal infection. I wouldn't be surprised if we get fungal infection and a 4-drop. Watch. No. All right. All right. Still alive. Still kicking. Oh, great. Just what we need, a card that cannot block. Let's just crack another memorial and keep taking 3. And try to do something with like double haphazard bombardment in 2 turns. All right, well, now I really need a creature, something, nothing. All right. So I'm taking a minimum of 9 damage here. That's where we're at. Yeah, now I think we're just dead now. Well, no, we're not dead. I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna pick something off, most likely. No, we're just dead. We are simply dead. So let's attack with Glider and then hope our opponent forgets to attack. That's the plan. Sucks. Yeah, well, there's a time where you just want a fire elemental instead of a haphazard bombardment. Actually, fire elemental wouldn't help us. What am I saying? Yeah, this doesn't really protect Arvad because. Yeah. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed it. It's still a 2. It's still a 2-1. We made the finals. I was happy with this deck. We made a risky keep, but I think it was justified because we did draw some action. We had 2 memorials to crack a night. It was just just missing a little bit, but I'm still happy with this. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you next one.